Free to be what you want, free to love who you need. Free to be what you want, free to love who you need. Free to be what you want, free to love who you need. I got the right, you got that right. You got the right to be free. What's up, what's up? Hello. So good to see you all coming into the room. Welcome to Baby Drag Artists. Yes. Dolly B. Diamond, Violet BBK, Key Lime Pie UK. Yes. Elephant Queen. So good to see you. Nala Queen. So good to see you. So good to see you. I am so happy that you are here and that we are together. It is Sunday night and I am Ms. Candy Blog, the creator of Baby Drag Artists. Hi, 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 hi. And I am so glad that we're going to be together tonight to talk about things that are important to you in the drag community, as a drag fan, in the LGBT community, and also as an ally. So thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence this evening. As people come into the room, I'm going to ask the question that I ask at the start of every single stream we do here. And that is, what to do this week to forward your drag? So we can give you a congratulations. I love your energy and always spreading positivity. Thank you so much, Nala Queen. Thank you for being here. I am Drama Lord. Yes. Lord of all chaos. Yeah. Drama Lord of all chaos. Wow. What did you do this week to further your career? Maybe it's your drag career. Maybe you're just a drag fan and you're into the whole, it's making you feel more theatrical and you want to do your makeup differently. What have you done this week to help with your career, your drag? I'm going to turn this off. I don't want Instagram to hear the music and knock me off because Instagram's looking at copywriting of the music. So I'll wait. Okay. You went for a coffee with your old drama teacher? Why did you do that? What'd you talk about? Hello, Dorothy Deluxe. What'd you talk about with your drama teacher, Violet BBK? I want to know. We want to know. We want to talk about it in the coffee talk. I think I have improved my eyebrows massively. They are a lot better now. Very cool. Maybe do a before and after shot and post it on your Insta. Get some feedback. Tag it Baby Drag Artists. See what everybody, drag kids, see everybody, ask for everybody for feedback. Go ahead and do that because that can be really helpful. Crystal Glow does drag. Hi, I'm Ms. Candy Blog if we haven't met before. And if we have met before, hi, it's nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. Right now, what we're talking about, Flower Punk, what we're talking about is, what did you do this week to improve your drag game? Just stuff about like drag and performance. That's what you talked about with your drama teacher? Stephanie Buffet, 007. Are you 007 on the buffet? Dun, 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 dun. Or is Buffet your last name? I'm not sure. I waved at you. You styled some wings. Just the usual. But hey, you're working on your styling. It's going to improve no matter how much you keep styling. So that's a great thing. The real Evan Franklin. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you. Candy kisses. What did you do this week? What did you do this week to further your drags? I should probably go to sleep. It's like super late where I am. Are you in the UK? Thanks so much for staying up and tuning in. I really, really appreciate you. You can always watch this on repeat, and I upload them to YouTube. And I rip them and I put them on podcasts too. You got the James Charles palette. I know so many people want that James Charles palette. Flower Punk, I don't do drag. I cannot relate. No worries. If you wear makeup and you're into dressing like you want to dress and doing your thing the way you want to do, that would be your drag. So everybody's got their own version of drag. For example, for me, this is my candy drag. I dress up with my candy costumes and candy stuff. So I do have candy drag. Nobody said I can do that. Nobody said I couldn't do that. But I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. You create your drag. Because in this community, everyone's doing their own thing. And it's really important that you do whatever it is that you love to do and feel is right. So, I don't know how to read your name, GNOIHCS, thanks for being here. In my theater class, our final is lip sync performances, so I'm definitely using some of my previous lip syncs for that. That's very cool. Did my first performance in Seattle, hopefully not the last. I'm sure it won't be the last. Didn't really further drag because of how busy I am, but one of my local queens spread some love and sent me a video of her performance since I can't get into the club. That is awesome. So you are networking with people in the drag community. You're working. That's considered work. That's awesome. Good for you. Let me give you all a big dragaholic. Yeah, drag, yeah, yeah, yeah. I am so happy you're here. Yeah. Thanks for being here. You make the show what it is. And I hope you'll come back every Sunday night. This tonight will be like a coaching session as Lactatia and Mom will not be coming this evening. So feel free to leave if that's going to make you leave. Feel free to stay. I hope you'll stay if you want to spend some time with me and talk about your stuff and your nitty gritty and what you want to find out about the community and being in a business and things like that. Haley K. Haley Yak. Yes. So we did the congratulations. Thanks so much for being here. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and sharing this broadcast out to the people in your world. Go ahead and click that little airplane down at the bottom. Hit send. It'll pop open and have all your contacts. Go ahead and pick people who you think would benefit from being here, and maybe we would benefit from having them here. Hi, happy to be here after what happened the other day. Will do. What happened the other day? I don't know. I really don't know. I hope it wasn't bad. Coming from small towns with no drag scene, how do I expose myself into the scene more? Good question. I'm writing it down. Oh, you're in Alaska. Yes, I am so sorry. I am so sorry to hear that. I hope you and your family and friends are all okay. Are you okay? I was in Alaska for a week in February, so I have an idea of where and what everything, is and stuff. So I'm really sorry that this happened to all of you and that you're going through this. This is going to be it's a life changer, no doubt. You definitely had, wow, I'm going to take a drink. Made bridges collapse, schools are ruined, nobody has been hurt, so that's good. That is good. I am so sorry, and that's the best thing, that nobody got hurt. If nobody got hurt, that's a miracle. Scarlett M. Rose, hello. Hello. 375 Abby. Hi. Thanks for being here. Hello. So the question that's been asked tonight is, how do I expose myself onto the scene more? Do you have any tips for people who are eager to perform but can't? I have so many ideas and they're stacking up. I just want to perform. You're not allowed back to school until the 10th. Today's the 2nd. Oh gosh. Happy Hanukkah. Yes, happy Hanukkah to everyone celebrating. How can you ask places that do drag stuff if they have spots available? Okay, I'm hearing all the questions. Okay, so let me start to answer these questions. As more people come in the room, probably there'll be other questions. Hello, Lori Gill. Hello, Ms. Candy Bug, Mr. Chu. How do I expose myself onto the drag scene more? Here's the thing. You are living in an amazing time and in an amazing world, because the whole world is at your fingertips through Instagram, through Twitter, through Reddit. Hello, like Cameron Lewis is saying hi to Lori. You need to go. I'm sorry for what you're going through. Sorry, Haley K. I hope everyone will be well. Give us an update, okay? You need to network. Vivian Creamsicle, hello. You need to network. That means everybody who's come to this stream, you should be talking to one another after the stream, before the stream. You should be following these people so you can find out who your contemporaries are. Okay? This drag and creating and the drag world is not in a vacuum. That's a phrase that they often say about businesses. It's not in a vacuum. Okay, there's lots of people in the community. The community's grown. The community's been put in the public eye. So this is a great time for you to be meeting other people, talking with other people, getting their names, collaborating in things. You can collaborate through Instagram because you can swipe people and have them join into the room. You could be having full-on conversations. You could be putting together little drag shows that you do. Now, with that in mind, I want you to know that Instagram has limited the ability to have music play through your iPhone or whatever and you dance to it. You can do that in a little video. They do have a feature now where you can add music to a video, but you can't get up and play actual RuPaul music and do a show. So that's an issue, and I have that issue myself because I like to, hey Persia, nice to see you. I like to dance and sing when I get my makeup on or whenever I'm doing something around the house and I'm streaming, right? I can't do that anymore. So what I do is I put the earbud in my ear and I listen to the music and I sing. Next best thing, right? So that is how you get in contact with other people. That is how you can expose yourself. I don't know if you know my story, but the reason I became, or whatever this is that I've created, all started by doing one YouTube video. I did one YouTube video talking about the RuPaul Candy Bar, and World of Wonder, the company that created RuPaul's Drag Race and won all those Emmys, found me. So I did that just by doing something that I did in my little world. Have I ever dressed in drag? Well, thanks. It's all about networking, right? Yes. Have I dressed in drag? Haven't dressed in, I have a background in theater, so I'm always like wearing costumes and stuff. And when a few times for Halloween, I went in drag, not as a guy though. I liked the female thing. So I, did really elaborate makeup and everything was pushed up and sucked in and pulled up. But what I've learned is that drag is really your own version of drag. Don't be limited by what other people think is drag, because we're all born naked and the rest is drag. That's one crazy video and boom, yes. And you can go watch that video. It was 4 years ago, I think. And now, I used to do candy reviews. I then started doing live streaming. Then I created baby drag artists. I've created the nail glove for people. So, and there's other things in the works. So it's only limited by your imagination, and you are only going to put limits on yourself. No one else should be doing that. What about if you want to get into the scene but feel like you'll get annoying? I'm really bad about completely backspacing because I think I'm bothering them. Hello, Tequila Kahlo. Hi, nice to see you. You're gorgeous as usual. Yes, okay, so this is confidence. Oof, phone's dying. Gotta go. Glad I have to tag. Bye, 375. Happy Hanukkah. So, yes, that is a self-esteem. That is, hey, Matt, I'm finished. That is self-esteem. And that's something you need to work on. But here's the other thing. There's a way to approach people, and there's a way to be annoying, okay? Hi. The way to approach people is you want to build a relationship. You don't go right up there and go, hi, I know you're booking clubs. I want to be booked. Hello. It's about building a relationship. Like, hey, I know you have a show. It's very engaging. I love to watch it. Next day or a few days later, you come back and make another comment. So you build a relationship, and then when the time is right to ask or when the thing is going to happen, it will happen. You can't just go in there and be like, give me a spot in the show. It doesn't work like that. They got to get to know you. They got to get to like you. They got to get to understand how you think, and you've got to get to understand how they think, because you want to work with someone who you like. You don't want to work with someone you don't like. Trust. Okay. I'm thinking about doing a drag performance at my school's talent show. What? Oh, drag performance. Okay, Elephant Queen, that's awesome. Go you. I felt like I could be annoying at first, but I realized they didn't care about how you act. Okay. So you can do a drag performance at your school. Just be ready, because there are kids out there in schools. Athena Hart is one of them in the UK, who was not allowed to do a drag performance. So just know that you're being a team leader, a trailblazer for the LGBTQ drag community, but you might not be allowed to do so because of school rules. Okay? That's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with them. Yeah, I'm an introvert, so I'm terrible at socializing and all rip. Is that rip? Rip as in rest in peace? Or rip as in, I don't know. You tell me, okay? I have to tell you something. I myself am very bad about asking for things. I'm very, I am that same person. I am that introvert who's like, they're not going to like me. I don't think they're going to like what I do. I don't think they are going to give me a shot. Exactly the same way. But you know what? Here's the thing. You're never going to know until you try. You have to try. The worst that could happen is they say no. Okay, big deal. So what? But you have to try. Otherwise, you will never get the opportunity, and you will never know if you could have that opportunity. I got to get back to work now, honey. Thanks for everything. Oh, you're welcome, real friend, real Evan Furwin. Oh, no, I just say a rip a lot. Kind of like rip, just as I said rip. Oh, I see. Okay, no worries. Let me take a drink. You guys are funny tonight. Another, I found peace knowing that I would regret not trying these things. That's what's worked for me. All right, good for you, madam. High five. Yeah! You gotta try it out. If you don't try it out, you will never know. My mother always said, I applied to like 21 colleges. She said, you never know. You gotta be in it to win it. Right? Yeah, I've had that experience. It wasn't the school. It was many people, but get the people that love you and care about you, and be fierce as a group of friends. Yes! For that, you get a star! Yeah. Awesome. Totally. Right on. I want tips. Somebody said, I want tips. I wrote that down. Should I go through the work of trying to get a gig for less than a year? Because once I'm 18, I'm most likely going to college in a different state. Yes. Make the effort. Yes. How do you like that? I'm giving you a definitive answer. Yes. Because everything that you have an opportunity to do will help you in some way, shape, or form. Take every opportunity you can if you can take it. I'm terrible at that, but I'll start working at building up confidence and stepping out more. I just think all people that bully you for drag are secretly jealous. I like that theory very, very much. Well, when a bully bullies, hello, my Ethel, hello. When people bully, it's really about them, okay? It's some issue they have. It's not you. It's some issue they have, okay? If they didn't get the opportunity to do something and you're getting the opportunity to do it and they bully you, okay, what's that really about? Okay? And I think everybody in this community, including myself, has been bullied because we know what we like, we know who we are, we know what we want to do, and what we want to do makes us happy. Unfortunately, there are a lot of unhappy people in the world who don't want to see other people happy. So that's a lot of what's going on in that bullying psyche. Dorothy Deluxe gives me a thumbs up. Yes. Thanks for the hearts. And let me give you some hearts. Hold on a minute. I got hearts for you. I got hearts for you. Yeah. Ritz. Hello. Thank you. Red hot. Take my picture snapshot. There we go. Hug me. Hug me. You are cute, Steffi. Be mine forever. Hi. Nice to meet you on Ms. Candy Blog. Welcome to Baby Drag Artist. Yes. So now that you have asked me some questions and a little bit of time's gone by and people have come in and out of the room, let me ask you this, people, my party people. What are your goals for 2019? Go. Let's hear it. I want to hear it. Have you thought about this yet? Maybe this is the first time you're hearing this question posed to you. What do you want to achieve in the next year? Be happy. You want to be happy? Oh, I love that answer. I love that answer because that's why I created Miss Candy Blog, because I wanted to be happy and I wanted other people to be happy. So, how are you going to accomplish that? That's the second question. What are your goals? How are you going to accomplish them? Very, very important. Because if you don't look and say, this is what I want to do, you're just going to sit there and go like, why aren't I ever this? Or why can't I ever that? Angie, hello. So think about it. Maybe get a notebook where you can write down these kinds of ideas. What are your goals for 2019? Do you want to keep a boyfriend for longer than a week? Well, okay, that's a whole other topic, honey. Hello, Quiz Doll. Be able to be in monthly or weekly shows. Did you write it down? Have you written this down? More rebirths. I want to collaborate with other drag artists and companies, create a community with my race. Ooh. Hopefully go to more shows. I really want to go to Pride next year, but I still don't know if that will happen. Are you writing these down? You should be writing this down. Write yours down, okay? I love that I've heard some goals. I want to get new friends inside and outside of school so I can build my relationship developing skills and socializing. Awesome. Get more wigs and outfits and post a lot more on this Insta account. How about get a BF? I'll start there. You all are so wonderful, and these are wonderful goals. Are you writing them down? Have you written them down? Have you written them down? Don't just tell me. You got to action them. So you're going to write them down. And they say, okay, the big scholars out there in the universe, if you speak your want into the universe, it will become out there and it will happen. Also, write it down because you're affirming it to yourself and you will have it to refer to. So you're going to write down that goal. I am going to tell you that at the beginning of 2018, I wrote down a number of topics. One of them was, I just wrote it down, I wrote down podcast, okay? The next day, I got a phone call with someone who came up with a concept for me on his podcast. I didn't ask for that, but I wrote down podcast. Star Cosmic, the universe has ears, it does. Hello, nice to see you. Okay, so that was one thing that happened. Then, you know what happened? I created this show with you. You helped me create the show. We created a show. And you know what happens with this show? Once the show's done, it gets saved on Insta. It gets saved on YouTube. And it also gets what we call gets ripped. The audio gets ripped and put into podcast form. This is a podcast. People can listen to this talk. People can listen to our conversation. So write it down. Rebecca, hello, 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 hello. Just talking about goals for 2019, goals. Do you have your goals? Okay, so if you've got the goals, or you're thinking about the goals, right? The next thing you need to ask yourself and write down is, just listen, okay? Don't ask, just listen. How are you going to achieve each goal? If you have written down 1, 2, 3 goals, you need to have ways you're going to achieve 1, 2, 3 goals. Each goal needs a path of accomplishment. Okay? So what does that mean? What are you going to do to achieve the goal? What are the stages you have to go through to achieve the goal? Hello? Oh, you're welcome. Honey, thank you. That you've paid me. You've paid me back by telling me that. Thank you so much. Hello, Smoking Wee. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What are the steps you're going to take to achieve each goal? You might have 7 steps for one goal. That's okay. Okay. The thing is, you need to sit down, figure out the goal, figure out how am I going to achieve the goal? What does this need? What do I have to go through? Does that mean you want to buy wigs and clothes? Does that mean you need to get money to buy wigs and clothes? Does that mean you need to get a job? Does that mean you have to look for a job? Do you see how further down I'm drilling? You have to look for a job. You have to get a resume together so you can get hired and go on job interviews. You need to learn how to do a job interview. Do you see all those steps that happen as a result of just one? I want to buy clothes. I want to buy makeup. So this requires you, and I'm sure you're not used to doing this, okay? I'm sure you're not. I'm speaking in another language to you, I'm sure, and I'm happy I'm doing it for you. If this is working for you, great. If not, I'm sorry. Go to the places that do shows, and if they're doing like a drag race viewing party, go there and drag and go. Awesome! I love that, Dorothy. You've really thought about how to work it. Yes! You better work. Dorothy! Good job. Love that. Now, if you can't figure out how to do these things, guess what? There's a whole community of people just like yourself. And they're right here on Instagram, on the Baby Drag Artist account. You're welcome for coaching. Baby Drag Artist account. Go into the Baby Drag Artist account. Follow the people who follow Baby Drag Artists. Go watch this broadcast. Look whose name pops up in the broadcast. Follow them. Hi, Maddie. Build a relationship. Relationships are key. Relationships are key. And I've built a relationship that I'm waiting to hear about. A few things. And if things come down, I will tell you about the relationship. If you're in high school, try being a part of your school's GSA. When I went to their parties in drag, I met so many new people. And, drag, people love drag. So they will come up to you if you do wear drag. Not everybody's going to be nice, okay? We know that. We already know that. But you may meet a lot of new people who are interested in seeing how gorgeous you are and they want tips from you. Imagine. Okay? But the flip side of that is, and I don't want to be a negative or a Debbie Downer, but I have to tell you what, we did not have GSA. The closest thing we had to anything like that would be the theater club. We had a name for our theater club, but a lot of kids who were LGBTQ and needed to find their place found it in the theater club, like a lot of kids do today still. Our GSA just got created, but there's already a bad reaction to it. What do you mean? Is it people in the community don't want it, or people from the school don't want it? I'm going to wait and listen. I hear you. I feel bad because some of you, when I talk to you, you want to write back as fast as you can, and so you're sitting there and you're typing. Notice, People in the school worked. Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's... You know what that is? That's a lot of parents who didn't teach their children the right way to behave and gave them a certain kind of thinking. Because when you're born, you're not born with prejudice. You're not born with racism. You're not born with hatred. And it's learned. We got a bad reaction too, and they made a conservative club and put it right next to our club. And they started tearing down the posters. Hello, Tyler, COG. Hi, I'm Ms. Candy Blog. It's nice to see you. So, apparently, you guys, even though you create a club so you can feel safe, you can't feel safe in the club because kids don't know how to behave in the school. I guess I'm gathering the school isn't reprimanding kids for doing that. Yeah, no, my school isn't good about it. It's a good group, and the teacher who runs the club, we're talking to principals. Oh, good. Very good. Because you need a place, and they need to create a safe space. They said, since they didn't know who did it, they couldn't do anything about it. I think you got to outshine them as much as possible. I'm sorry, Nala Queen says BB Diamond. Dolly B. Diamond was. This, you know what? I'm not surprised. This is the same stuff people have been dealing with for decades. You know, all the way back to the 60s. You know, and the private clubs that people had to keep a secret so the police didn't raid the clubs. I mean, it's always been the gay journey, and the journey to be oneself has always been littered with these people who want to stop you from being who you are. At school, my GSA has a rainbow tree we put up every year in the hallways. Our school's kids only talk about gay kids, behind their backs, and the bullies never do anything physical, just talk. The school, look the other way because all in all, they don't care on violence, which is an issue. Hey, Mini Queen Kiki, how are you tonight? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm going to take a drink here. Thanks for joining. So, we need to keep fighting back against these people with happiness and love. I just got the chills. You are so right, likes Cameron Lewis. You are so right. And shine bright like a diamond is what you need to do. Don't let anybody dull your sparkle. You know that saying? It's so true. Sorry, it's Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, I know. Happy Hanukkah. Yeah, thanks for coming. The only fag in a wagon. Hello, thanks for joining. Last year, not yesterday, LOL. What was I going to say? It's very hard for me to keep track of what I want to say to you when you're all saying such great things and I want to acknowledge all of them. So yes, being different from the norm. And hello. And I identify with you. I'm a heterosexual woman married to a heterosexual man, okay? I'm going to tell you straight up. Okay? I'm not gay. But I get it. And I identify with it. And I feel you. Because I know what it's like to know exactly who you are, know where you want to go in life, and you don't fit in with the rest of they call it the status quo. Everyone else, the status quo, the norm, what's socially accepted, okay? I get it. Give me a break. I'm sitting here with a candy on my head. And my name is Miss Candy Blog. I know exactly who I am. I've known exactly who I was since I was your age. And it wasn't easy for me at all. At all. And it's not easy for you now. But in some ways, you're lucky because you do have groups that will talk to what you want to do. And you have teachers who support what you want to do. You have society, which drag has become mainstream. I don't want to even say drag has become mainstream, blah, 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 but it's now out as the hip, cool trend. V-ball girl, what's up? So you are lucky in the, what's so funny? What is it? Oh, I don't know what's so funny, only faggot away, but you just met me, so I don't know. If I'm a goofball, okay? So you should know that. You should know that the struggle to be oneself, it is ongoing. It's not easy for anyone, even people who are like the popular people. It's really, they get some shade thrown at them, okay? And I hate to tell you this. The kids who are popular now, it might not last past high school. This might be their best day ever. This might be their best year ever in high school. And yours is coming. Yours might come late. Yours might come in 20s or college. But you're going to get it, and keep doing your thing and keep doing what you do. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and talk to you at the same time. I can't look there and look here. Do you have any advice for a disabled horror queen with cerebral palsy who walks in a walker and is doubted by local clubs? What do you mean is doubted? They don't think you're really disabled? I love it when people say drag is a trend because it's like we've been around forever, not 2018. I know. 2008. Also, I bumped an emoji when Drag Race premiered. I know. Do I have any advice for you? Fag in a Wagon, have you started your own, do you have your own social stuff going? You should totally be like followed by a million trillion people. There's so many people who should follow you. Do you have your own social stuff going? Are you like making a name for yourself? Are you out there like working the social media? I really think there's a lot of things that you could do and could happen your way. You're so inspirational and you give so advice. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Dee Dee, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Ah, I just hit my thing and I don't know how to do it. There it goes. Dorothy. Yes. Okay. You need to do your social. I want you to, here I am, Sunday nights. Baby Drag Artists, yes. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday nights, Baby Drag Artists. That's when we're here. If it changes, it'll change. We don't know. You met Cynthia. Very good. I'm glad to see that. Have you, Only Fag in a Wagon, have you, are you tagging yourself with World of Wonder and Mix Quirk? Cuckoo. Yeah, I know. Cuckoo. And Mix Quirk. MXQWERRK. Mix Quirk. You should be tagging them in all of your stuff. And Yara and Kenny Ho. Very cool. The only teeny jealous is Dorothy Deluxe. Yes. So, back to where I was saying. Yes, so, Fag in a Wagon, you got to work your social. Because you should be, like, trending. You should be, people should be interviewing you. Hey, girly, X Miguel, hello. It was amazing, Dorothy. Go and have a look at the pics. Very cool, yes. Time to take a drink. Dasani, it's sparkling water, okay? I don't drink liquor. I don't drink alcohol. I don't eat meat, and I don't drink alcohol. And I've been like that my whole life. That's another thing, see? You see? I didn't eat meat. People thought I was weird. I didn't drink liquor or beer. People thought I was weird. Guess what? I'm just being me. Gotta do your stuff. Your first time in a gay bar. Honey, get in that gay bar. Come on. Be with your friends. You're a vegetarian too. Yeah. I want to cut back my meat intake. To be honest. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm not touching that. You're so pretty. Thank you, Miguel. What is that a picture of? I'm afraid to ask. What is that? So, let's talk about one other thing before we go, because I only eat white meat like chicken and turkey. So you eat poultry. I'm going again in February to meet Calorie and Miss Vanjie. Yes. Holla Slay is Friday night, December 7th. Are you going to watch? Who are you rooting for? Tell me. Fag in a Wagon, do you go to DragCon? Fag in a Wagon, where are you located? I'm like shooting out all these questions. I'll give you advice. Where are you located, Fag in a Wagon? Happy Hallelujah Day. Ooh, is that what they're calling it? Hallelujah Day? Hallelujah Day. And by the way, thank you for coming tonight. I'm not Lactasia, but I really appreciate you coming to this. So Michigan. Okay, so Michigan, you have to pick DragCon New York or DragCon LA. Get to one of them. It's very important that you do, because you need to get known, for what you do. Are you doing shows? Now listen, I'm asking him these questions because I want to help him, but you should be listening for your own self and answering these questions for yourself. Fag in a Wagon, are you doing shows? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you post on Instagram? Do you post it on IGTV that you're live streaming and doing stuff, not just like, but actually doing things? All of you should be doing this, by the way. All of you should be what's called creating content. Okay? The drag queens of today, the issue you're going to have, I can tell you right now, is that you don't perform because the performance options are so limited. So, yes, and Shangela, I'm from Washington, and I'll be traveling around the country very, very soon. Oh, you got to let me know when you're coming to town. Faggot and Wagon, are you still here? No. I have my first show in December. No YouTube, but I do have an Instagram. Work that Instagram. Work that Instagram, baby. I mean, every day you should be posting a video. Putting the video on IGTV. Tagging it up. Tag World of Wonder. Tag Mixed Quirk. Tag every LGBTQ organization you can think of or figure out about. Tag Reverie. Do you guys know about Reverie? Tag Reverie, okay? Tag Out TV. Tag Outfest. All these things, you should be tagging them. If you have content, you want to have it seen, tag the bejesus out of it, okay? Because otherwise you're living in your own little world. And yeah, it's good you live in your own world. You know, it's good. You need to work out the kinks. You need to figure out like how you look good and what's your good side and what colors look good on you and what you should do on camera and how to hold your head and all that stuff. But once a point comes, you got to let your information out there so people can see you. And you can get the due that you're owed. Audley Olivia, hello. I'm Miss Candy Blogs. Nice to see you. Yes. So that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. But we didn't get to talk about Holoslay. So Holoslay, people said Sonique. Who else is going to watch Holoslay? It's Friday night. I have met the Boulet brothers in person. Yes! That's exactly who you should be tagging, your horror. It's exactly who you should be tagging. I'm going to give you a second. Is the caller there? I met the Boulet brothers in person yet. I'm going to go to a viewing party for the first time for Holoslay. Very good idea. Yeah. Very good idea. Sage Kennedy join. Yeah. What's up? I'm Miss Candy Blogs. Nice to see you. Okay. So it seems and I don't want to keep anybody because I understand that your time is valuable and you could be doing other things like drag, for example. So I'm going to start to wind it down and say thank you so much for being here. I think I had a great time tonight. I hope you did. And hopefully we'll get to do this every Sunday night. I know the holidays are coming and people will be busy and people won't be able to necessarily make it. But what I'm trying to do is with every broadcast, I try to let it run on Instagram, save it on Instagram, upload it to YouTube, and rip it on podcast. And the podcast can be listened to on a number of different platforms, seven different platforms we can be listened to on. So thank you so much for being here. Hey, you make this show what it is. So thank you so much for coming. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It means a lot that you took time and appreciated something that I created for this community because I think it's definitely needed within the community. Tell your friends about this show. Ask them to come because whoever comes to the show really makes this show what it is. Okay? Candy kisses. I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. And don't forget, Friday night, Holoslay. We'll talk about it next week. Candy kisses. Bye-bye.